So that's the last part I wanted to ask you about, and that is the global nature of this. I mean, where do the workers that are brand worker members come from in terms of the world? Where are your members from?
Guatemala, Salvador, Honduras, lots of countries.
What lessons do you draw from that? Because the lesson being drawn by the Trump administration is build walls, keep people out. And a lot of people, even within the labor movement, are thinking that's the way to go. We need to keep our workers legal, secure, build walls around our workplaces.
With our board chair, Nesri, he's a wonderful scholar. He's a labor economist. And when we were talking about this, he said, Kathy, it's a paradox, but believe it or not, the fewer restrictions you have on workers being able to go where they need to go, the more protection all workers will have. Yes. And I said, Patrick, how could that be? And he said, because capital can travel freely wherever it wants. Goods travel more freely than people. The only ones suffering restrictions are workers. So what happens is capital follows the most abusive working conditions to exploit workers. If workers had the freedom to leave those places, capital would lose that leverage. That's his perspective. And speaking to a lot of progressive economists, they actually talk about a very open immigration policy ultimately being the better longer-term strategy to bring labor standards up here and around the world. It is a global problem. We cannot solve it by being made in the USA. We need to solve it with a global solution.
And in the short term?
In the short term, as I said, at this moment in time is a moment for real solidarity and weaving together our movements. It's a moment where the immigration issues, the workers' rights issues, the gender issues, the race issues have come together in a particular toxic brew. The strange, maybe, opportunity that brings up is that it brings us all closer together to respond. As I said, the solidarity with migrant justice, and these are workers that 15 years ago you wouldn't have seen in Vermont. As you said, the world has changed, has been beautiful. Beautiful is just the only word that comes to mind. The outpouring of love and support is, I think, the beginning of changing this sort of supremacist, toxic environment that this administration is moving forward.